Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your last two brain cells, except for this time it's just one of your brain cell. My first year is over. I'm home. I'm bored. I've literally got nothing to do. But today, I've got something to do. And this, guys, this is gonna be an actual informative video in this channel. So today is May 13th and CBSE released its 12th and 10th board results. So I remember when my 12th board results were out, I was not even concentrated in that. I was more busy watching videos of Christ Central Campus day and night.
Campus tour, day in my life, PG's near, services in the campus, rules and regulations we should follow in the campus. So basically I was watching all of that.
And then, like I mentioned in the last video, me and Raksha were planning to go to Christ. So excited, like we were almost like,
Here I come, Central Campus.
they really said,
No.
I went to Yeshwanthpur Campus and Raksha is not even with me. She went to Pune Campus. So when I got to know that I was going to Yeshwanthpur Campus, I started, watching videos for Yeshwanthpur Campus. But that's when I got to know that Yeshwanthpur Campus is like the newborn baby of Christ. It is the most recently established Christ University. It was established in July 2022. Like the first batch is gonna be released like literally this May 25th. Our batch is the third batch of Christ.Yeswanthpur Campus. So it's like very new. Tried searching for videos that can help me to know more about the Yeshwanthpur campus. There was very little video. So that's why I decided to take this video. So I'm not going to be talking about the Christ University. I'm going to be talking about something new, that is Free Christ University provides hostel service for both boys as well as for girls. So today this video is going to be
A full informative video of Christ Hostel.
I'm going to be just talking about the Christ Yeshwanthpur Campus hostels. Now, the Christ Campus, Yeshwanthpur Campus has two gates, the front gate and the back gate. Now, the hostel is more closer to the back gate. Girls' hostel is exactly located right behind the boys' hostel in front of the basketball court. So, it's like pretty much at the back.
The hostels are at the back, but girls' hostel is a little more back. Back.
Hostel is a 9 floors. The first 2 floors are fully you can call premium rooms or like guest rooms. No students are allowed to go there, nor the students' parents are allowed to go there. Only the faculties that are staying in the campus, or if any special guests come and they're planning to stay in the campus for the coming days, in that case also the premium rooms will be provided. They are called as premium rooms because they provide AC. Yeah. So after the first 2 floors, from the 3rd floor to the 9th floor is fully for students. Like each floor consists of 13 rooms and each rooms are triple sharing, so making it 39 students in a floor. Now each floor will be given with certain facilities like common room, common washroom, common bathing area, common wash basin area and drying area. So we are going to be discussing about all of this along with the fee structures and about certain rules and regulations that you must know if you're planning to go to the girls' hostel. First thing that you see as soon as you enter into any floor is the common room or an open hall. So this is a room where you can do group study or do your activities or practice whatever you want at any time. There's no restriction in this room. So it's like a room for all the people in the floor. They can come together and sit. Kind of like those residential villas have like clubhouse. So kind of like that. Common room is kind of like a clubhouse. So inside this common room they'll be providing with certain facilities. So the first thing is they'll be providing with a sink, and the other thing is an ironing table along with an iron box. So you have these 2 things that's there for all the floors. Now certain floors they also provide TVs. Like my floor they gave us TVs. So you can't expect a TV in your common room, but the other 2 things it's definitely gonna be there. The room is divided into 3. So the one that's close to the door is A, the middle one is B, the one that's close to the window is C. I was A. I still remember when I got the hostel, when I got the key, I ran to the C bed because I want to be near the window. And then the security there was like,
That's not yours. The A bed is your.
So you don't have an option, like you don't have an option to choose. When you go, they themselves will allot you with a certain bed, and along with the bed you'll be given with a wardrobe and a study table and a chair. That's all you get in your room. Apart from these rooms, I told you there are like certain common stuffs given for all the hostel mates. So the first thing is the common wash basin area, and like the wash basin area, I think they have like 6 to 8 basins. I'm not really sure. I think 8 basins, and along with that there is a cloth drying area, a drying room, which is mostly full. Campus, like the hostel, do provide us with a laundry service, but all the innerwears and stuff you have to wash it them yourself. They won't be taking those kind of stuffs. And also there is a certain limit for the laundry, so in case if you feel like you want to wash your own clothes, which I always felt because the laundry service was
Bad.
so we have the drying area, and after the drying area we have a common bathing area and toiletry area. So there are total of 8 bathing rooms and 8 toiletry rooms. Now in each rooms there will be 3 dustbins that will be provided for each of the person, but inside the room dustbins you are not allowed to put anything wet. There will be 2 big dustbins that are kept near the washroom area, so all the wet items, all the sanitary pads and stuff, you should be throwing it there. Now, all of that is not allowed in the room. So that's all about the floors and the rooms and stuff. My floor was 7th floor, and my room was 704A. So my room was like I was near the door, so for me it was like a mini home. As soon as I opened the door,
I had my bed, my cupboard, my table, so it was like my mini home.
so I think whoever is going to the hostel, just make your space however you like, and then get a home feeling in there. Because any kid that's getting into the hostel, they have a contract of 1 year. That means your first and the second semester you'll be there in the hostel. After that the contract ends. After that, whether you stay or not stay in the hostel depends upon your eligibility. The fee structure that I'm going to talk about right now is according to the year 2024-25, the chances of a change is like very less, so I'm just telling it. The hostel fee for per person for an year is 55,000, and along with that you have to also take the laundry service fee is 7,000 for a year. Now the 55,000 for hostel is without the food service. It's just purely for accommodation. So the food will be provided to the hostelites by the canteen, the campus cafeteria. So your lunch, your breakfast, your dinner, you have to buy it and pay it on spot. In the cafeteria we have a veg section and a non-veg section. So veg section is definitely cheaper compared to the non-veg section, so it depends on what you prefer to eat and what you're eating. So according to that, your food charges per day might differ. So that's all according to the person who is eating.
For me, the food charges were extremely high because I was never full. Okay, so
Finishing your 12th, you're going to Christ. You're deciding to become a Christite. Being a Christite always, there are a lot of rules and regulations that you must follow. Now, if you're being a Christ hostelite, there are some additional rules and regulations that you must follow. So the first thing is no foods allowed. Now for the Christ hostelites, no food items are allowed inside. As I already told, for the hostelites the food service is provided in the campus cafeteria, but doesn't mean that you can take the food in your room. No, you're not allowed to take any liquid items, or let's just say any food items. For example, like cup noodles, juices, all those stuffs are not really allowed inside. You are
like they expect you to only have snacks like nuts and raisins, but that's not a snack.
But inside the campus, for the hostelites, there is a facility of vending machine. So inside the boys hostel as well as the girls hostel, there is a vending machine, and also there is one more vending machine in the campus cafeteria. So the vending machine operates from morning till night, so you can buy any food that you want from the vending machine whenever you want. So that's about the food. Now after the food, Christ has certain dressing rules and regulations. So for the hostelite, there are separate rules. You're not allowed to wear shorts, you're not allowed to wear sleeveless, you're not allowed to wear anything that is extremely revealing. So in simple words, if you are a hostelite, you should always dress in the modest manner. Third thing is biometric service, something that is only there for the hostel students. So biometrics is basically they are going to be scanning your face in the morning and the evening just to make sure that you're there. So all the other days, morning as well as in the evening, you are supposed to give your biometrics, not provide, give your biometrics. Now, why is it like? Because if you don't give your biometrics, you will have to pay a fine of 100 rupees. Some other things that you should know is inside the hostel rooms, you're not allowed to take any electronic items to your room, like let's say kettles or electric fans. No, all those things are not allowed.
Sixth one.
This is like that one rule I don't like, but you must follow. Because I know staying up late night and watching stuff and all of that, you can't do that in the Christ hostel. Exactly 10:30 and 11:30 off the lights. Strict. You must off the lights. Even if you have 3 CIS to complete, no one cares. Off the light and sleep. No sound should come outside the room. Now, pro tip: since this rule of turning the lights off at 11:30 is there, I would suggest every hostel person, if they are like going, get yourself a table lamp.
More like a room lamp.
So whatever the number is, this is about the cleaning service. So the cleaning service is provided for all the floors every day except for Sunday. So the cleaner aunties, they clean the floors, they clean their room, they clear their trash cans, they wash the common washrooms, toiletry areas, they clean everything every day. But Sundays, it's their holiday, so they won't be coming. So it's your responsibility that you keep your rooms and your washrooms, everything clean. Then the next thing that we have is the leave structure.
Now, this is important.
Let's say you're going to your relative's house for like 3 days. So you're not going to be giving your biometrics, right? So if you don't give your biometrics, you have to pay the fine. So that's why you take a leave form from the hostel warden. So to get this leave approved, you have to send a mail to the hostel authorities 3 days before, and the mail should be sent to the authority completely from your parents. You can't do anything. They have to be sending the mail, and only after the warden approves or the authorities approve your leave, you can take a leave and go. In that,
How to get inside the hostel?
my floor there were 39 people, and only 3 people got the chance to stay in the hostel for the next year also. So after like the first year is over, the authorities will release an eligibility list for every floor, and according to the eligibility list, if you get selected, then you have to give an interview, and only if you pass the interview, you get to stay in the hostel.
I don't know what basis they're giving the eligibility, but you get the eligibility.
I didn't personally get it. Don't know why.
So like the chances of getting into the hostel is like, in the beginning is also 50-50, and to get it after the first year for the second year is also 50-50. It's completely. So yeah, I think I've told everything about the Christ hostel. Like being a Christ hostelite, or let's just say being a hostelite of any university, can be a big advantage for first years, because the accessibility for a lot of things, like let's say to the campus or certain services that's provided within the campus can be better for you. In the beginning, when I got to know that I got into the Christ hostel, I was like,
what the dog doing?
then after staying there, it really helped me to know more about the campus. Like I literally started feeling like, okay, the Christ University is not that strict.
Maybe the hostel is strict.
So I think that's all for this video. All of those people who got their 12th results and are planning to go to Christ campus, any Christ campus, whichever one you are planning to go, all the best. And I hope this video might be really informative for those who are planning to come to Yeshwanthpur campus, and definitely the Yeshwanthpur campus hostel. I hope this
Informative video.
is extremely helpful, and
Toodaloo.